guys, and welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me and we're going to chit chat a little bit. I posted some questions on my Instagram story and some of my friends responded and asked me some questions, so we're just going to get right to it. And today I'm going to be trying the Cold Girl aesthetic makeup look. If you don't know what that is, I can show you some examples right here. It's basically like mimicking if you were cold outside, and it's very blush heavy, pinks, cool tones, which works for me because I already have a very cool pale complexion. So we're going to be trying that with some heavier blush. Or, you know, if you're from the north like me, you can just go step outside and you'll be cold and you'll have a little red nose immediately. So I've got my coffee here. I've got my questions, and I'm just going to start getting ready. So I'm just going to pull my hair back a little bit because it gets in the way. The problem is my bangs also get in the way. It makes me look like a little boy, but it's fine. We're cool. I will preface this by saying that I don't use a lot of expensive makeup, so this is all stuff you can get at a drugstore or at Ulta, like the cheap section. I'm going to do my best to do my makeup in the viewfinder because I'm not used to doing this. So starting off, I'm just going to use some CoverGirl foundation. It's Skin Milk vegan. It's vegan. That's very important when I'm buying makeup, is that I try to make sure that it's vegan. Doesn't always work that way, but for the most part I try to. This is porcelain because I don't have any color to my skin, so I pretty much just like add a couple like drops in places that I need it, and it drips all over my face, which is mostly my chin and forehead. I got some on my leg. It's cool. We're good. That's the problem with this Skin Milk. It's very milky and thin, which is good if you don't like heavy foundation, which I don't, because like I'm trying to clear my skin, because if you can see, I get a lot of hormonal acne on my chin, and like I try using vitamin E and I wash my face, and like it's not going away. It'll go away, but then it'll come right back every month. So I just put like a very small amount on my face, because back in the day when I was in like high school, I was very self-conscious of my acne. I had a lot of like under the skin acne, and I would like double up on liquid foundation, and I'm like, why am I breaking out so badly? Because I literally had so much foundation on my face and it was just really bad. So I probably should be putting it on a beauty blender and dabbing it, but I didn't do that. So just a little bit of that, so I can add this, again, CoverGirl. Cheap, you can get it anywhere. I mostly use powder to fill in the gaps, and I probably should have done concealer first, but I didn't because I just forgot, because I usually don't use concealer, honestly, but maybe I should. We could try it out today. But anyway, I probably should get into the questions that were actually asked of me. So one of the first questions I got was, how many times have you been to Disney? So the first time I went to Disney was in 2016. I was 19. I'd never went to Disney as a kid. Like, we did not have that privilege to be able to go, because it's all the way down in Florida. I'm from New York, so my parents were not exactly gonna fly us all out there. Disney's expensive. We all know that. So the first time I went was in 2016. I went with my brother and his husband and my friend. And I only went to like, I feel like it's really hard to chat and do. I feel like this concealer is also too dark, so we're not gonna do a lot of it. Okay, we're just gonna do just a teeny tiny bit under the eye because it's a little too dark for me. So it's not really gonna hide my dark under eyes. Anyway, so we only went to Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios when we were there, because I didn't really know any better yet. I just didn't like think, I didn't plan. We stayed off site. It wasn't like a Disney, I don't know, it was a Disney trip, but I wasn't as like knowledgeable as I am now. So I didn't go back until 6 years later. We decided to go this past February. I went with my dad and my brother, and they had never been. I hadn't been to Epcot or Animal Kingdom, so it was kind of like a new trip for me. It was a new experience. So that would be the second time that I went. So that was the second time I went. I just went this past September for a third time, but this time it was by myself, and I did not go to Animal Kingdom. So I try to make every trip different from now on because I've never been to Disney this much before. So I've only been 3 times total. I probably will go back at some point. I think I have to go back next year for my friend's bachelorette. So I just really enjoyed the experience. It's fun to go. It was very fun to go solo. Like, people think, oh my god, I could never go to like a theme park by myself, but like, you get to ride all the rides you want, you just wander around, you eat the snacks you want, you're on your own schedule, and I really like that. And that's just something that I've always wanted to do. So that was my first solo trip, and I chose Disney because I felt like I kind of knew it. I felt more comfortable, so that in the future I can travel more places by myself. But anyway, to answer the question, 3 times total. And I have plenty of vlogs from the last 2 times that I went. The first time was a very long time ago. It was 6 years ago now. Okay, moving on to some bronzer. This is just Essence Luminous Bronzing Powder, and it's probably too dark for my skin now that I look at it. It doesn't look super dark, but it says medium tone, so I'm a little nervous about that. So this is just gonna go right under my cheekbones. I don't do a lot with bronzer because it looks really dark on my skin. So next question, how was the transition from college student to working at home? So it was actually a very easy transition because I was in grad school. My last year of college was just grad school, and it was all online. So I was already used to like doing homework online. And at the time, I had a part-time job at a college, and I was working in an office. But then 2020 hit, and they sent us home, and I had to work from home. I finished school that May, and then I worked from home that whole summer. So that was a really easy transition for me because I've always had online classes, and I work really well in an online setting because you're on your own schedule. You don't have to drive to class. You don't have to be in, you don't have to like be in the building. You don't need to make sure that you're at class on time. You don't have to get ready. You just roll out, do your homework when you're ready, do the classes when you're ready. I like that kind of system. But now I work completely remotely, and I really, really like it because I don't like commuting. I was commuting like 30 minutes before this new job, and I just didn't want to do it anymore because my job is very technical and it requires me to be on the computer all day. It's just not necessary for me to drive somewhere to go sit on a computer all day just for the office experience. I don't need it. I had the office experience and they were really mean to me, so I didn't like it. So that transitions into my next question here of what do you do for work? So it's kind of confusing, but I'm basically a writer. It's something that I never thought I would go into. I'm doing writing for SEO, which is search engine optimization. It's where businesses or people are trying to hit certain keywords so that Google will pick it up. Basically, you want to be that top, most searched website. So if you're looking for, in this case of what we're doing today, makeup, and Ulta wants to be the first store that pops up, you're writing things that hit certain keywords so that way Google's picking it up and showing it as the first search result, and you're gonna go to Ulta over their competitors, which is like Sephora. So pretty much that's what I do, and I do it from home because it's all remote. I live in Google Docs all day long, so yeah, it's kind of boring, but it's good money, good benefits, and I get to work from home, and it's what I wanted. So that way, in case I decide I want to move anywhere, I'm not stuck in a certain location. Like, I can just pick up and go and not worry about it, like changing jobs or any of that. So next I'm gonna add the blush. So this is just a little Bare Minerals blush. It is in the shade Laughter. Don't laugh at me, but I'm pretty sure I've had this for like 10 years. So it's like a peachy pink, and I've got other shades of blush, but I've been using this one. This is like your standard blush color, and I'll like swatch it so you can like see. It comes out like kind of peachy pink. It's really good for that cold girl aesthetic. So now that I have like my base on for the most part, we're just gonna add the blush. And I'm gonna look like a clown for a second, but trust the process. You gotta smile into it, of course. Okay, so I look like a clown, but we're gonna blend, okay? So trust the process. The next question is favorite store to shop at. I don't know. I feel like for clothes, I really like to shop at Express. I feel like I find a lot of clothes there that just fit my body type, and they're classier. They've got like a nice, I don't know, they just got like a nice style. Lately I've been buying more stuff from American Eagle though for like basics, because they have a lot of nice like plain stuff, and I've been really getting into just buying plain colors, stuff like that. We don't have a lot of good stores in my mall anymore. It's like dead. So if you're from upstate New York, then like you know what it's like to have a dead mall. I've been buying some stuff from Hollister lately, which is weird because like never thought I'd be shopping at Hollister as an adult, but like I found some really cute sweaters there. I think like I found like other stuff there at one point, but like I feel like the top two are definitely American Eagle and Express. So would recommend. So we blended this out a little bit, right? Also, that was favorite store to shop at, and I just assumed that they were talking about clothing. I don't know what else. Like, if I were talking like favorite store to shop at, it would be a record store or Barnes & Noble. I love going to Barnes & Noble. They just have immaculate finds there. I also do like going to TJ Maxx just to look at like other stuff, but like I don't like their clothing selection very much. It's very, just not good. This is more of like an orangey undertone blush here, so. But you can go pinker, you can go different shades. You don't have to use Bare Minerals. You don't have to use any of the products I'm using. They're just like drugstore options, so you know that they're there. Bare Minerals is not a drugstore option, but I've had it for 10 years, so just goes to show you that Bare Minerals lasts, I guess. Like, it's still very pigmented. It's surprising. Okay, next question before we move on to eyes. What do you spend the most money on? Records. I buy too many records. I have too many. Especially because like in the house we have a lot of records and I just keep buying them, and I'm running out of room in my room, and we've run out of room downstairs. And yeah, I spend the most money on records. I don't know what it is. I just like buying physical media, especially like music. I love to just put on a record, and it's fun. I can't describe the necessity for a record other than it's cool looking. It's fun. The sound quality, not to sound like pretentious, but the sound quality is really good. Especially if you're listening to like some old records, it's really fun because then you get that hiss and crackle, and it's just like a nostalgia factor, I think. Which is weird because like I did not grow up with records. I'm 25 years old. I grew up with CDs and then LimeWire. So we're gonna move on to my eyes. I have the Morphe Cherry Coke palette. Is it Morphe or Morphe? I don't know. I'm not a beauty guru, so I couldn't tell you. But I think I picked this up in the cheap section of Ulta, maybe in the summertime. I love this palette. Like, if I could open it, you could see I use the same shade a lot. I use a lot of neutral tones when I'm doing my makeup because I just don't like to go very bold with my eyes as much. I like to keep it like the browns and the tans, pinks. Today we're going with the pinks, which is why this palette works, because there's a lot of pinks in here. There's a lot of pinks in here, a lot of neutrals. So I'm gonna take, and none of these have names on them, so we're gonna take this very light tan. So whatever palette you're using, like if you have like the Morphe 360, that works too. They're not very expensive anymore, I don't think. I think I got this for 12 bucks at Ulta, so. I kinda need to like, I need my mirror for this, cause like, yeah, when it comes to eyes, I can't like focus as much. But yeah, you're gonna take just a light tan, and I just do this as like a whole base around the eye. All over the lid, in your crease. A lot of people will just do the crease. I go onto the lid as well just to have something to blend with, because I'm not the best blender in the world, honestly. I feel like I've had this big neck vein the whole time too. I have. People are probably in my house hearing me talk to myself, so. But yeah, so we just have like a base light tan shade going on here, and then I'm gonna add some like dark pink in the corner next. That'll take some blending. So the next question, what are you doing for New Year's Eve? I don't know yet. I want to do something because I don't think, I mean, we did like a friend's like hangout last year, but like still stuff wasn't open because of COVID. The year before it was COVID. I think the year before that I went to the casino. I went to like the club that they have there, and that was nice. That'll probably end up being what we do because it's just easier and there's not a lot of events. As I was saying before my camera just randomly stopped, there's not a lot of events in the Utica or Syracuse, New York area, which is kind of like closer to where I live. So that's why we end up going to the casino that's nearby, because they actually like throw something. But I want to do something that's like I get to dress up. I feel like I never do anything fun because like I've always low-key hated New Year's Eve because it stresses me out, because I'm like, oh, another year has gone by and I have this weird thing about aging in time. It stresses me out. It gives me anxiety. So, we're gonna find out what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure yet, so it's up in the air. But I will be doing something. So right now I'm just taking some darker pink shades into my corners and trying to blend them out a little bit as we talk, because I'm not very good at blending. I will admit it. It's not my strong suit. Next question. Who is your celebrity crush? So, my first would be, it would be Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. I was like 10 years old and I was just like, yep, this is it for me for the rest of my life. This is the blueprint. So that would be the long term, like I've never let that go. But if we're gonna say like a current one that's kind of just like one off or whatever, like, you know, they change all the time. We're girls. We obsess over basic white men all the time. So I would say white boy of the year for me would be Chris Evans. And it's the complete opposite. It is just not even like in the same ballpark, but sometimes we just have to go the other direction. So right now, he's top tier. So I don't have bad taste. So now I've just got this very light pink shade right here, and I'm gonna put that on my lid and to help blend out the corners here, because yeah, I don't know what it is. I feel like I probably just don't have good like brushes, but like it doesn't blend as well. So right now I just look like I have way too much eyeshadow on, but I'm gonna blend it out with some more light tone. So I'm just gonna take this light pink. So I've decided to go for like a cold like pink look, as opposed to like some cold girl looks are, they'll stay neutral on the eyes, but I'm just gonna go with some light pinks and I'm gonna blend it out so it's not as dark. But I'm gonna take this white shade, different brush, and I'm gonna put it on the eyebrow bone and kind of blend it into the makeup so that my makeup's not as harsh, because I don't want it to look very harsh. I want it to just be like very subtle. It's hard to do this in the screen when it comes to makeup. Like I can do all the base stuff in the viewfinder, but this, I need my mirror. So that's why I'm like low-key looking to the side. Not even low-key, that's why I'm looking to the side as I do this. And I've got some like black under my eye here. I feel like I just have very dark bags lately. I'm probably not sleeping enough. I don't know. Or just naturally. It's like right here. I don't know. Just a little darkness. I can't help it. I could cover it up with more concealer, but I probably won't. Anywho, next is my eyeliner. So I need new eyeliner, but I use, this is the only eyeliner I use. It's e.l.f. liquid liner. You can get it for $3 at the drugstore, and I stand by it. I do. So I might have to turn this a little so you can kind of see. You can't see the mirror, but I'm using my mirror. So we're gonna start, this is my tried and true method, is I start with the wing and then I like bring it in. I closed the wrong lid when I did that. Then I just like bring it in from there. I used to start from the inside of my eye and work my way out, but lately I've been trying to do like a thinner look. Doesn't always work like that, but yeah, I gotta blend out my face after this, because like looking at this side, it's looking a little not matchy, so gotta make sure we blend our foundation to our actual skin tone. but we're gonna start with the eyeliner. Okay, so we started with that. And then we're gonna start like right here and just draw a line straight across. Hopefully. It takes a lot of focus and energy. Especially because I need new eyeliner. This is starting to dry. So like that's not great. Yesterday it came out so thick. I was so upset. But like once you can't just turn back. You'd have to start all the way over and I'm not gonna do that. So let's hope it comes out nice today. Because that would be really embarrassing if it did not. Okay, we gotta dry this. Well, this eye dries, we'll answer that question. So what are some of your favorite memories from this year? So I'm gonna keep this closed because once you open it, it's liquid. If it's not dry, you're gonna get it in your eyeshadow and it's not great. It's not a fun time. A lot of my favorite memories revolve around traveling, going to Disney. Getting to go back to Disney in February after like 6 years was really fun, especially to experience it with my dad and my brother because they had never been. It was kind of like going again for the first time. And it was funny because like I was 24 and he was 27 at the time. And it's like, did you ever think you were gonna bring your adult children to meet Goofy? Like, it was still just, it was a good time. What else? Just any time that I've spent with my friends has been the best, like, of the year. It's made the year very good. I know that sounds stupid, but like, I just owe a lot of like good memories and support from my friends. And like, you know who you are, okay? Like, that's why I'm always trying to hang out with my friends. I'm like, I do need a lot of alone time personally, but like when I do get to spend time with people, I'm very appreciative of it. My social battery drains very fast, so I needed total focus for that. I feel like the wing is very long, so we're gonna end up like cutting it down after we do the makeup because it's a little much right now. It's very long. But yeah, I'd say, what else did I do this year? Favorite memory? Getting to quit my shitty job was a great memory. It was a little nerve-wracking at the time because I didn't have another job lined up, but being able to just walk out of there and not have to come back felt really, really good. Going on my first solo trip to Disney, that was awesome. Even though it was just by myself, I just like really enjoyed that time to myself. I really needed it, especially because I live with my parents, so I'm like, I need some time alone, my friends. I need a Q-tip so I can like fix this up. But like that's the idea here, is to draw the lines and then fill them in after. And sometimes they come out thicker than you want. Most of the time they're thicker than you would like them to be. And then when you try to go in and fix it, you mess it up. So my advice is to not really give a hoot, or else you're gonna be very worried about it. So I need a Q-tip, so let's hold on a minute. I feel like my wings are way too long today. But like, they don't look necessarily bad. We'll see how it looks with like mascara and like my hair down, because sometimes you just need to finish the look to see if you actually like it. So next question, what are your Christmas plans? So we are gonna have Christmas Eve at my cousin's house. It's gonna be all of my mom's side of the family. That's how we've always done Christmas Eve. My grandma's been staying with us for the past month, so it's gonna be nice to have her there for everybody. And then Christmas Day is very, very chill. It's always just like me, my parents, my brother. Sometimes my other brother will come over if he's not working. He always tries to work on Christmas, so but it's very chill. We just wake up. We usually have like cinnamon rolls for breakfast. We open our presents to each other, and then we'll kind of just chill and watch Christmas movies until dinner and enjoy our gifts at the time. We're cooking, stuff like that. We usually have like a ham dinner with like green bean casserole and mashed potatoes and stuff. The day before Christmas Eve, I'm hoping to get together with some of my friends and have like a little girls' night, exchange presents, and maybe decorate some gingerbread houses. We do that every year actually, we decorate a gingerbread house together, and it's always terrible and nobody actually eats it, but like we have a lot of fun doing it. We try to find different like themed ones, so that way it's different every year. I think this year we should each like get our own and just like do a little competition. I think that would be a lot of fun. I really clumped this up on accident. We're gonna have to fix that off camera, obviously, because I'm not gonna make you sit through that. But yeah, this is my last step usually, is putting on mascara and then lipstick. So this mascara, I literally just picked it up at TJ Maxx one day because I was out and I just needed one. It's just Almay Mega Volume Mascara. I actually like it for the most part, but it does clump a little tiny bit if you're not like precise about it, which sometimes I cannot be super precise. So lipstick is the last step. But last question I have on here is, any solo trips planned? I don't have one planned right now. I was originally planning something for January, but I just did not feel like it was the right timing. It wasn't just gonna like be a smart financial decision because I'm going to do things in the spring and the summer. So I just decided I'm gonna save my money. I'll plan something maybe smaller in January for myself, because I could do like a long weekend, but like stay in New York. So that would be the goal. So for lipstick, we're just gonna go for like a little pink look, but I'm gonna put chapstick on. I'm also running a little late, big surprise. I still need to pick out an outfit and maybe add some curls to my hair if I have time. We're gonna see if I like this. I'm really bad about putting lipstick on. I'm not good at it. I think this is too light and very matte, supposedly. So I'm not a big fan of that shade. But we can use it as a base. It's just, it's Essence Essence Stay Matte Liquid Lipstick. It's vegan, so. It's the shade Hello Sunrise, but I think it's a little too light for me. I have that problem. I cannot find lipstick that's like that happy medium. I get always either too dark or too light. So I think this shade's not too bad. If we add some gloss or something. This is, I think, the final look here. So this would be what it would look like in a colder kind of look. So I've got some pink undertones here, the pink eyeshadow. So we'll just do like a little closed. It feels a little silly, but I don't really love the lipstick, so I'll probably play around with that shade, but I really gotta finish getting ready. So I need to go do my hair, and I gotta pick out an outfit because it's kind of cold out. It actually is cold, so maybe that'll just add to the coldness. I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. I'm not a makeup expert, but if you maybe don't know a lot about makeup, it's a good start. That's kind of just my everyday process if I'm doing like eyeliner and everything. If I wasn't, I would just NYX the eyeliner, mascara, keep it very simple. But this is my look for today. I'm gonna go just touch up my hair, figure out these bangs because I don't know how to style them very well yet, and find something to wear because I gotta get ready to go. But thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok. Make sure you like and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you again tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas.